Hi, today I'll be talking about the structures of purine and pyrimidine and their sources of atom, an easy way to remember for purine, how to remember for purine. I'll talk to you about pyrimidine in the later video. Purine is a 9 atom structure. The way you can remember it is purine or purine 9 and pyrimidine is a 6 atom structure. Since it's a 9 atom structure, it's a big one and it's a double ring, whereas 6 atom is a single ring. A smaller name gets a larger number and a smaller name gets a larger number and a larger name gets a smaller number. So let's talk about purine today. So this is the structure of a basic purine or the sources of atom in the purine ring. And to start off, start numbering from 1 to 9 and I'll tell you a way to remember all of them. So you start off by N1 and 9. So N1 and N9. So the source for N1, 1 stands for A, aspartate. A1 for A for aspartate. So the NH2 group of aspartate supplies the N1 of purine ring. I'll tell you about N9 in a while. So let's go one number ahead and come one number back. So that is C2 and C8. The way I would like to remember this is C2, C8 is from formate. The way I would like to write formate is formate. So you know C8 is from formate and hence 2 cube. Just remember 2 cube. So C2 and C8 both come from formate. Now let's talk about N3. If you notice the pattern that it's almost alternating with nitrogen, carbon, nitrogen, carbon, nitrogen so far. So just remember they almost alternate. I'll tell you where they do not. So for now we have N3 and N9. If you see, 9 can be written as G and G for glutamine. You can also remember with glutamine, so you don't get confused with another G which I'll be telling in a while. So 3 square is 9. So you just remember 3 and 9 come from the amide group. 3 and 9 come from the amide group of glutamine or glutamine. So N3 and N9 are from glutamine. Did I tell you 6 is my lucky number? And 6, the source for 6th atom is the simplest of all, being carbon dioxide. So C6 is from carbon dioxide. We are left with C4, C5 and 7. So in order to alternate here, carbon dash carbon nitrogen. So here it should be nitrogen and the remaining C4 and C5 are carbons. Now for the C4, C5 and N7 come from glycine amino acid. So you don't get confused with glycine and glutamine with 9 within the name of glutamine. So that's N3 and 9. So here C4, C5 and N7 is glycine. So I'll just tell you once again quickly that
1 and 9 are starting and ending with nitrogen, and 1 is A for aspartate. C2 and C8, a number front, a number behind. C2 and C8 are formate. You can remember 2 cube is 8, so C2 and 8 go hand in hand. Now 3 and 3 square, that is N3 and N9 are G. 9 for G, glutamine. Now C6 being the simplest of all, just have to remember that carbon dioxide is the source for this carbon. So we are left with C4, C5 and 7. C4, C5 and 7 come from glycine. So I hope this helps. Thank you.